everyone, thank you for coming. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about closing the gender gap in the data industry. I know everyone's spoken a bit about their role in wherever they are at the moment, but I thought I'd take a role on female empowerment. So we'll start off with a little bit about me. So obviously my name's Serena Hanotu. I am of Nigerian and Scottish descent, so my father's Nigerian and my mum's Scottish, but I was born and raised in London. I enjoy playing basketball. When I finished university, I was really sad that I couldn't find a women basketball team in London, but eventually I found there's a whole league, female league in London, so if anyone wants to play basketball, you know. And yeah, I studied economics and mathematics at the University of Essex, and in my final year I studied a module called financial derivatives, and the inner geek in me was like, yeah, I really like that, and that fueled my desire to pursue a master's in financial mathematics at the University of Sussex. And after that I was kind of looking into what career I could go into. Obviously from the degrees that I took, I was kind of looking more into financial analysis or quantitative analyst, and I was applying to different firms like JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and there was a lot of competition, not gonna lie, so it was really hard for me. I did get to a few phases in the interview process, but just not quite good enough. So I was looking at different avenues, and I came across Kubrick Group, and I thought, honestly, a lot of the things that I did in my degree, you do use a lot of data. You're not really aware of it, but you do use a lot of it. So I thought, okay, let me apply and see how it goes. And at the time, I didn't really know a lot about big data or anything like that. So I remember in the assessment center, we had to do a 5-minute presentation about ourselves and what we know about big data. So I kind of just winged it. And so in my presentation, I had a slide that had a picture of a McDonald's Big Mac with googly eyes and wings, and then a picture of the Tower of Big Ben with googly eyes and wings. And at the bottom, I had little people pointing up to it saying, oh, is that a Big Mac? Is that a Big Ben? No, it's big data. And it was really cringy, but it got me the job. So, so yeah, and now I'm in UBS, in their group internal audit department. And initially I thought, oh, like I'm gonna go into a massive corporate, really formal investment bank with loads of middle-aged white men, and it's just going to be not a lot of diversity. But I was really surprised walking in. There was so many colours of people, and I was really happy about that because I'm all about diversity, coming from a mixed background. I love diversity and culture, so I was really happy about that. And in my team there's about 3 girls out of maybe like 12, 15 in our data team, which is still quite a small ratio, but compared to some other data teams, it's still quite good, considering that I know some people is like one girl out of 20 males. So there's still a long way to go. But yeah, moving on, just a few statistics that I've researched. So this is a survey that was done of just over 2,000 A-level female students, done by Opinium on behalf of PwC, and it found that 16% of females have had a career in technology suggested to them. And at my time in school, I didn't have anything suggested to me career-wise about data or tech. The only thing I did in data or tech was ICT, and you just learn about how to use Excel. And we compared house prices across London, and that's all I did. So that's really relatable to me, so I can understand why that percentage is so very low. Over a quarter of the students said they feel intimidated or put off a career in tech because it's so male-dominated. Personally, I don't feel that intimidation or anything. When I was at school, even university, I was the only girl who would play basketball out of like 60 guys. So I didn't feel that, but I can understand why some women would. And to those I say, who cares? Honestly, who is a man or a group of men to stop you from doing what you want to do or what you enjoy? And finally, only 3% would consider a career in tech as their first choice. And I think that draws back to the first statistics, as like there is no advertisement in terms of pursuing a career in tech when you're at school. And I think it's our opportunity, it's our duty as women in data or thinking about pursuing a career in data to make sure that we inspire people, inspire fellow females to think about the different avenues that are available to us and the different opportunities and careers that are available to us, including tech, despite if they are male dominated. It's our duty to make sure that gender gap closes. And again, for those people who think maybe data's not really, I thought about getting into a career in finance. That was my ambition. And obviously it was really hard for me to get into it through the front door. So there are different avenues like data. All businesses are data businesses. Every business needs a data team in the department, in the institution, sorry. If financial institutions, fashion, media, advertisement, retail, name it, they have a data team or they need a data team. So you don't necessarily need to have any domain knowledge in a particular field. You'll pick it up as you go along. But for me, for example, I had the ambition of going into a financial institution, and data gave me that opportunity. And with data and technology, you're constantly learning about new technologies, new softwares, so you're constantly growing and learning as a person, growing new skills, and you're constantly growing and developing, sorry. And I want to leave you with a quote. The most effective way to do it is to do it. And that's a quote by Amelia Earhart, and she was the first female aviator to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. And this was during a time where women didn't even work. During her lifespan, women weren't allowed to vote. And she is just a pioneer, an example to show that sometimes when you go into a team or an institution, you might be the only female out of 20 males. And it's your duty to be a pioneer. Sometimes you don't have a role model. So that means you have to be the role model, inspire females to get into that career, to say, no, a man won't stop me from doing what I want to do. And yeah, just do what you want to do. Don't let anyone say, or any man or any group or anyone in general say that you can't do what you want to do. Thank you.